At 3:30 a.m., Suridge is jolted awake by the sound of his front door violently pounding on its hinges. He creeps to the window and identifies the intruder, the Autumn Caran, a man-eating predator that recently killed his friend, Rohit. Suridge immediately retreats from the glass. Realizing he cannot win a physical confrontation, he reaches for his phone and desperately calls for armed police backup. But against a predator of this scale, a wooden barrier provides no real defense. It only buys Suridge a few minutes of time while the monster works through the hinges. When sirens finally cut through the night, the sight of patrol cars suggests the situation is briefly under control. The creature, however, has anticipated the arrival. It waits in the thick branches above the driveway and drops from the canopy to eliminate the first responding officer before he can even reach the house. Within seconds, the beast systematically slaughters the remaining 2 officers, leaving their weapons scattered on the pavement. Trained personnel and standard firearms have failed. With the police neutralized, Suridge is entirely isolated against a threat that brute force cannot stop. Suridge retreats to the furthest room in the house, locking the final interior door as the sound of the creature entering the building echoes through the halls. This predator exhibits a terrifying level of cognitive flexibility. Instead of using its claws, it pauses over the fallen officers to examine their gear, eventually retrieving a discarded service pistol. Reaching the final hallway, the beast mimics human tactics. It aims the pistol at the door lock and fires around, shattering the metal instantly. Because the predator possesses tactical intelligence and knows how to use human weaponry, hiding is no longer a viable survival strategy. Suridge realizes his only chance is to turn the house itself into a weapon. He grabs a heavy electrical cord, strips the insulation to expose copper, plugs it into the main switchboard. He then lays the live, bare wire directly across the hallway floor. Next, he blocks the sink to overflow the tap. As water expands across the hallway, it hits the wire. Because tap water's minerals are highly conductive, the electrical current instantly surges through the entire puddle. With no traditional weapons available, Suridge has weaponized the architecture of his home, turning a standard hallway floor into a lethal, invisible electrical grid. The beast kicks open the shattered door and steps confidently into the hallway, focused entirely on Suridge. It doesn't notice the water until its foot makes direct contact, instantly bridging the gap between the floor and the high-voltage circuit. The shock is immediate. The creature's nervous system is overwhelmed. It convulses violently before collapsing into the water, unconscious. The monster's physical invincibility was rendered irrelevant the moment it was forced to contend with the laws of physics. Suridge is safe for now, but the hallway remains a death trap. He cannot step onto the floor to secure the beast without electrocuting himself. Using a dry thread, a non-conductive material, he loops it around the wire and pulls it from the wall. This safely disconnects the circuit and kills the power to the floor. A backup police team soon arrives to find the creature incapacitated, allowing them to safely secure the predator behind bars. Horror favors the fast and the strong, but as Suridge demonstrated, survival often belongs to the person who maintains their presence of mind and understands the science of their environment.